Well, hello guys, welcome back. We had an eventful day today. Last night, I kept sensing this female deity around me, and I'm sensing darkness, and I'm sensing like a cave, and I'm sensing fire. And I wasn't quite sure who it was, but it was like this I'm waiting to pounce on you energy. And I knew that she wasn't threatening me directly. It was just that was a type of energy she had. And I'm thinking, I should know who this is. I know this goddess. Why can't I figure out who it is? And I did not think it was the right goddess because this afternoon, as I'm cooking, I looked up, can you fry canned potatoes? And of course you can. So Loki and I were being very naughty. When I cook for my gods, when I cook something that I'm going to share, I cook pretty much, what I want. And then, if they want to share, they can share. But when I'm cooking specifically for them, they still get the essence, but I cook more towards their taste. It's kind of like 50-50 around here. I'm usually pretty laid back about what we eat. But anyhow, I'm frying him up potatoes in butter and bacon fat because I'm nice like that when I cook for my gods. And I had done like two little pans, and like really tiny pans, like almost like an egg pan. And he really liked it. He was so impatient to get his first bowl. It wasn't cooked quite right, but he wanted it now. And then we cooked a second bowl, and that was a little better. And then the goddess came through fully, and it was Kali Ma, and I was so excited. And two things happened simultaneously. First, I was overjoyed because she wanted to cook with me, and we took the potatoes. I put like a third set of potatoes down, and I figured, well, I'll just, let them go. And we ended up putting in, she wanted to see what spices I had in the spice cabinet. So we're going through all through the spice cabinet. And then, she can give you inspirational nudges. And I got in my head from her. We added coconut and chili powder, and we added peanut butter, and we added some noodles I cook, because you know how I like to cook like the Thai noodles and cook those all the time. They come in boxes or bowls to like make shin bowl out of, but a lot of times I'll make like fried noodles out of them. So we made that, and that was delicious. And I made our fresh lemonade, and I'm like trying to run around my house because, well, not my house, like my kitchen, because it'll look acceptable when I'm serving Loki, because he's a hearth god. He knows the kitchen gets messed up when you cook, but your mom shows up and you're running around trying to make your house spotless. Finally, Callie's like, sit down, and we played her music, played devotionals for her, and I gave her candle and incense because Loki's like making very sure she's welcome. So Mother Kali Ma stopped by for a while, which is beautiful, and I think maybe that's who has been trying to come through all this time. She can with me, she can come in this very gentle motherly form that you'd be like, that's Kali. And she can come in a more ferocious form, but like the form last night was like more like a primal form for her. And it was just this protective, benevolent form. And there's something about her. You do become a little girl, or a little whatever you would see yourself as. You start to tell her all your problems because she is your mom. And, I'm trying not to get emotional. And, your mom wants to know what's the matter. And you start telling your mom everything that's the matter. And our solution was that we cooked a delicious meal together, and we spent time together, and Bastek got involved, so there was dancing involved and music, and we have the feasting, and it was a very, very small bowl. I tried to take a picture of it, but it did not come out, and I'm like, oh, I'm not going to. Everything in my life does not have to be shared on Facebook. So that was quite enjoyable, and we'll make more of the same later on. It's just cooking like little mini meals here and there. And it was good to have her, show up, because she has this warm, very loving, very enveloping energy. And like, she's the one who destroys the ego, which, Westerners, we usually run screaming when we hear that. But she destroys that part of us that makes us, really nasty and combative, and, everything has to be for us, and we have to run around destroying everybody else's groove with their god because we don't have it. And she destroys that part in us which needs to be destroyed. The ego, in this sense, is, it's trivializing it to call it bad habits, but it's, it's that part that, would fight and not be unified, that's like so separate from everyone else. It's so detached from everyone else, it can only see itself, if that makes sense. And I had a lot of combative energy coming at me from all these corners. So, Mother Kali, she showed up and she's like, she will take care of it. Mother Kali will take care of it. And it is good. Let me drink my traditional coffee. It would not be this channel if I didn't drink on camera. And it was very nurturing to have her show up. We even went outside. We were like praying for a miracle that there would be flowers or something, but unfortunately there's not. It's January in Pennsylvania and there's snow on the ground, so not enough snow to make an impressive video for you guys, and a lot of it has melted. So we were like, because the night it was snowing, last night, no, the night before, I was like halfway torn between getting up and trying to film something and like, who cares? I've like put snow up 5 times. I'm sure you guys are sick of it by now. So yeah, and that's one of the wonderful things about working with Loki. I know very well he went and he got my mother. He was like, you need your mom. And I love Kelly and I love serving her and I love working with her because she showed up, and she's like, will you cook for me? And I'm like, of course I'll cook for you. You're my mom. Your mom shows up. Of course you'll cook her, a meal, and don't get emotional again. So yeah, like you'll cook for your mom and spend time with her. And she does love a clean home, but she was like, no, don't go crazy running around just because your mom has showed up. You have a guest and you lit incense and candle and everything, and I'm all emotional. But yeah, it was wonderful having her come because she just has this, I kind of visualize it as dark blues and blacks, but she has this beautiful, settling, calming energy when she comes to me when I need that. Just, it calms down all the spastic and hostile energy that's coming towards you from the outside. So she is a really good one to work with. And how I actually started working with her is, I may have known her before, but pivotal moment was I was doing Eastern philosophy class, which was required at our college. So it was required, okay? Understand this, please. But it was a Catholic college. So people started threatening us and started to say that they were going to actually kill us because we were all demon worshippers, because we were studying about these other gods. And one of them was, the goddess Kali. So the teacher had had enough, and she said, I want all of you to call on Kali Ma. I want you to call on her and say, Mother, I need help, protect your child. She protected us all right. All of a sudden, those people completely went away. In fact, they would cross the hall or the squad or wherever you were, the quad or whatever, to get away from us. So, the Great Mother definitely came through and protected us because we were scared. They were starting to threaten us and, said they were going to hurt us, they were going to kill us, we were all devil worshippers. How dare they let, all these horrible devils and everything on campus. And it wasn't like it was the first year of that class had ever been taught. It was just something that came out of nowhere. And these people were being very aggressive towards us, and the college would not protect us. So, we had to call on her. We had to call on Kali Ma and say, we need your protection, Mom. We're frightened. We're your children. We need your protection. I don't know that what the teacher's professor's religion was, but she believed enough to believe Kali would protect us. And I had an interesting experience when I made my mandala to meditate. Most of them are like in a circle or something like that. I think I'm using the right word. I'm sorry if I'm not. I'm a little ditched out. Instead of making a circle, I made like all these geometric patterns. It just came to me and I like started making it because I was like seeing this floor in this temple, and I was thinking of like this fountain and the water in this fountain and like the blue towels and everything. And I explained that to, I think I explained that to the teacher, and she said, well, she would give me the credit because she knew if I had spent like a couple of hours on it. She said she knew if I spent all that time on it and hadn't done it in like 5 seconds, that it meant something. So that was interesting, and she did help me draw like she went back and helped me like see where you could still draw like this spiral in it. So that was good. But I've always had positive experiences working with her. I know some people are really afraid of her, or some people get mad when, people from outside the culture serve her, but she's everybody's mom. She's mother to the whole world. She's everybody's mom. She don't care what religion you are or aren't. She's your mom. She's like La Santa in that sense that they're both mommies. And yeah, La Santa mommy showed up too, and she's like, and I'm like, I love you all. But yeah, that's kind of why Loki does sometimes defend his borders a teeny bit, because I'm blessed with a very large family of gods and goddesses, and I don't get to see all of them as much as I want to. It's like, it's just like your human family. Some of them you never see. You talk to them on the phone or you get an email. And it's the same thing with your gods and goddesses. Usually I want to see Kali, like I will see her statue and I will think I should go see her. But I'll be, I don't know why, I'll be like really shy about going to see her. I'll think like, oh, I should be like dressed up in like ceremony robes and stuff like that, and I should have did this and that. And I always think I don't look good enough to go see Mother because I'm not, all dressed up in robes or anything. And when she showed up when I'm cooking and the stove's a mess and there's stuff splattered everywhere, I just about died. I just about died because there's like wrappers and everything all around the kitchen as I'm cooking. I just about died. And she's like, don't worry about it. It's interesting that this happened because the gods kind of been I've been playing a game called Neko Jiri. And it's about this, it's Taiwanese culture, and it's about this young man that's going to college, and he's a dancer, and he does Aboriginal dance, meaning Taiwanese Aborigine. It's just like you can call Italians Aborigines, actually, not, Australian. So, he ends up, finding 3 gods, and he can only, for whatever reason, help one. And as he's going through the process, he's learning things from these gods. Like the tiger god is the god of his family, and the tiger god, the gods are falling everywhere. It's kind of set up like a romantic comedy. I know that sounds weird, but it is. And the tiger god goes to the cafeteria with him, and tiger god sees hamburger. And, he was in his temple all this time, and his people never offered him non-traditional offerings, so he was very interested in hamburger. And, small leopard, I think that's what they call him. I think it's a clouded leopard, but I think they call him small leopard or something like that. He was interested in, he knew modern food from the person. He was actually possessing a person. And then the other cat from the other part of China, not China, Taiwan, he was interested in everything as well. And it was like the gods were like, see, we'll eat a non-traditional food. We know what we like. We like to go places and get new things. So, I'm very sure, like, for what I cook for Kali Ma, like traditional hundreds of years ago, they would have been, horrified, but she saw potatoes and she's like, why don't you put this spice in that and that spice in that? And I let her kind of like smell through me. Do you know what I mean? And, I could tell she didn't like what she thought she might like. So we tried, I said, I think you mean chili powder, Mother. And so we tried chili powder, and that was really tasty. And I said, can I do something for you? And she's like, okay. So I got out the peanut butter, and we made a peanut sauce out of it, and we threw some coconut in it. And we just, we mixed it around, and we had the noodles in there. And the noodles had all the, the bacon fat and I think there's like oyster and fish and a couple other things in there as well. Plus there's kimchi and there's hot peppers. So, she loved it. It ended up, I wouldn't quite call it pad thai, but it ended up as something pretty tasty. And the coconut, subbed in for, putting like coconut milk sauce on it. So it was really tasty. And it's refreshing the way our gods will reach out to us. So I just figured I'd share that with you. It's more of a vloggy thing, I guess, but I'm always excited when Kali Ma comes through, and I'm always excited when Loki's like, you need to spend time with this god or goddess, because I was feeling like encroached on from all sides, and he's like, I am bringing your mother in because she will drop all that noise. And it was really good to see her. You're always going to have people come against you in this life. Unfortunately, that's life. And as I was like going from forum to forum last night, not like forum to forum, but like looking on message boards, I don't know who I was looking up. I think I was doing research on Lilith, but anyhow, somebody gave someone else advice. They said, um, anytime you say something, people will say in response what they feel like saying. They won't mind their manners. So, you go through that every day, and sometimes you just need your mother to put her arms around you and go, it's okay, it's okay. And she's very ferocious, and she loves her dance, and she loves, her concert, and she loves, so many things. It's just, always delightful when she drops by. So I figured I would share that with you. I know that was kind of vloggy and rambly, but I'm like so excited because she showed up. I always have this weird feeling of being unworthy to be in her presence, and she's never ever ever said anything to give me that impression. In fact, she's the one that wonders why I don't come to see Mother more. But I guess because of the way some people are, that, and I understand sometimes, like, when something's from your culture, you don't want other people messing with it. But it wasn't a choice of, we just went into her culture on a lark to, work with her because it seemed cool or fun, or she seemed dark and scary. We were put in Kali Ma's hands to protect us. So, like, instant mom, like the mother in her comes out instantly if you're put in her hands. So I hope you guys like what you see. And it's so much fun working with her because, they used to make certain offerings, and then they would go to different kind of offerings. So you can offer her absolutely anything. She's usually, she's very sweet about what you offer, as long as you would do it like in the sense you would do towards a mom. And, she will be very loving and very sweet with it. So I hope you guys like what you saw. Boy, did I go on, but Kali Ma was the subject, so I'm not surprised. So I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.